Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Kelsey with our Start Loving You Lunch and Listen, and I am looking forward to talking to Lisa Druxman. She should be on any moment. She is the founder of Fit4Mom, and there we are. We're going to have her join us, and let's get started. Day. It's nice and springy in most places, so I'm excited. I'm happy to watch the flowers bloom.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me. It is about time.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm so
to be
excited.
Here. This is my first Instagram live like this. I really like it.
Isn't it cool? And it's easy. I'm so happy that it worked out.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Welcome, welcome. So everyone, this is Lisa Druxman. She is the founder and I'd say director of Fit4Mom, and you can tell us more about that. I see one of your sites is on here. So hello to everybody, and thank you so much for joining our Lunch and Listen. Let's just dive in. I would love for you to kind of tell everybody about you, and let's get started. I want to hear about you, your family. I think you're in San Diego.
I am, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, tell us all about you.
Okay, well, I'm the chief founding mom of Fit4Mom, and that is the fitness program for moms that's all across the country. We're a fitness franchise. We hope that we offer the strength in motherhood at every stage of motherhood. And I am mom to Jacob, who is almost 18, and Rachel, who is 14, and I live here in San Diego. And my son was the reason I was inspired to start this business. I really had so many questions about motherhood. I wasn't looking to start a business. I needed support, and I needed a community. So that was what I started. Our first program was called Stroller Strides, and that still is probably our most popular program of all. And it's a stroller-based workout where moms get to have a total body workout with their kids in the stroller, but they also get the benefit of the village and having a coach and an instructor with them to guide them through the process.
It is just the coolest thing. And then you've got stroller. I mean, I have so many questions, but you've got stroller bar, and you've got other ones too that don't even have to do with strollers, right?
Yeah, so we started as Stroller Strides, and that was actually the company name. And so this is
okay.
business advice to any of you who want to start a business. Don't narrow yourself down. I didn't realize that we were going to be so much more than Stroller Strides. So as the years progressed, we added Fit for Baby, which is our prenatal program. We added Body Back, which is our high intensity, very transformational program that includes nutrition coaching. We have Stroller Bar, we have Run Club, we have Strides 360. I mean, I could keep going. We have a new program called Body Ignite. So we truly are now fitness for every stage of motherhood, including we have an online program called Mama Well, which is the most amazing digital program to prepare women for their pregnancy, both physically and emotionally. And I'm super proud of my team for the program they've created there. So the company name now is Fit4Mom because we are fitness for motherhood.
Oh, it's just such a beautiful relationship that you've created for moms, and getting, their health back after pregnancy, but also, like you said, the village. I mean, a community of other moms going through exactly what you're going through at the same time. You can't beat that. I had my own, moms group that I was in, based out of, on our neighborhood, like everybody within a 5-mile radius was together, and we did not work out. We did walk. We would walk, we'd go on walks with the strollers, but I definitely could have used Fit4Mom. And it's just such a cool program. I absolutely love it. And I see that it's all over the country. And I'm so proud of someone is starting one, I think, right by me in Spokane or Coeur d'Alene, right?
Oh, good. Oh,
yeah.
I'll have to come visit her. My son's about to go to school right by there, so that's
great. Where is he going
to
school?
Washington. He's going to Washington State.
Oh, go Cougs. That's where I went.
Awesome. Okay, we'll talk more later.
I know, right? I have a senior also, so we have a lot more to talk about. Okay, so you started it when, your son's name is what?
Jacob.
Jacob. Okay, I was getting confused because your husband's name is Jason, right?
Yes.
Okay, there
Yeah.
she is. Fit for Mom
There she
Spokane.
is.
Just said hello.
Hey,
Okay.
Spokane, go Cougs. I'll tell you a funny story was that every college city we visited, we met with our franchisees and they all were like, Jacob, we're going to look after you. I swear, I think he picked Washington State because he goes, there's no franchisees here, Mom. But now we do. Now,
Now you do. And I'm only an
now
hour
we
away.
do.
I'm only an hour away, so I can be your backup mom too.
That's right. That's right.
This is just so cool. Okay, so when he was a baby, now how old was he when you first got this idea?
I started Stroller Strides when he was 3 months old. I was on maternity leave. I thought I had to go back to my full-time job and I was just devastated at that. I love working and I love the work that I do now. I love to hustle and I wanted to be a mom first and foremost. I wanted to be home with him. So creating Stroller Strides was the ultimate dream for me to get a chance to have a business that was supportive of motherhood. And honestly, it's one of my biggest whys of why we started the franchise was because I wanted to share that with other moms across the country.
Oh, it's such a beautiful thing that you're doing for so many moms. I mean, motherhood and new moms, it's the hardest time. Every stage is different. Every stage has its ups and downs, but the new mom part, oh, you're just hitting it right where they need it. So really quick, tell us, what did you do before? You were on maternity leave. What did you do before you had him?
Yeah. I've been in the fitness industry for over 25 years and I've done everything from group exercise and personal training. But before I had him, I was the general manager at a very large multi-million-dollar health club. So I was full-time management. I was working 60 to 70-hour work weeks. And again, didn't mind it at the time. Like I love to work, but that was not who I wanted to be. Yeah, are you like that?
Oop, we're frozen. Oh, there we go. Yeah. No problem. So, okay, I love that. And then fast forward, and you say you started, he was about 3 months old. How did you reach out to other people? Did you just, email a couple? And actually, was there email back then? I mean, I'm dating myself.
There was email, but there was no Facebook or Instagram. There was what you and I are doing right now, that was not even ever thought of. I started my first class in Encinitas, California with 4 moms. And the funny story about it was I wasn't looking to start a business. I was really just looking for that community. And I used to do the fitness stories for the local news here. And they called me and said, Lisa, can you come on at like 5:30 tomorrow morning? Basically, they just needed a warm body. And I'm like, I'm on maternity leave. But I went and I brought my baby and I promoted Stroller Strides like it was a business, and it wasn't. So I had my home self.
Frozen.
Uh-oh,
there we go.
Okay, I had 70 emails waiting for me. And I told my husband, I'm not going back to work. And we did a grand opening and we had 40 moms show up and 2 news crews and the rest was history. But it has always been word of mouth. So even though we didn't have social media, you always have a sister, a cousin, a friend in another city or state, and moms talked and they're like, I found this amazing village or I found this amazing workout. And then I would get emails from women all across the country saying, Lisa, I want to join your class or start it. And I'm like, I was only in San Diego. I'm like, I don't know about that. So within a couple of years, we ended up franchising the business really just because I wanted to share it. Wasn't what I was originally set out to do, but we just wanted to have as big an impact as we could and reach as many moms as we could. And that's still our goal.
Oh, I absolutely love it. And how many franchises do you have right now?
We have over 300 franchisees. We have about 2,000 class locations nationwide. We're one of the fastest growing franchises in the United States.
Absolutely incredible. So how many years has it been then? 18?
It has been 18 since I started it. And for me, one of the things that I'm most proud about is that the franchise, like when you think of a franchise, you think of like this 6-figure big investment, you need a loan. Our franchises are very low cost. They start at around $6,000 for your entire business, for all the training, all the support, your exclusive territory, everything that you need. So I just really feel that there's not enough careers out there that are supportive of motherhood for women. And so our franchisees are everything from attorneys to accountants. We've had we've had a rocket scientist. But women who realize that their careers don't fit who they want to be as a mom. So I'm happy that Fit4Mom fits them.
What a great way to say that. And I love how you say word of mom. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but that's a great way to explain it.
Yeah.
That's how we all work, is just sharing with each other. Women are sharers, and we like to connect, and hence why your Fit4Mom does so incredibly well. Now, do you think that someone has to actually have a background in fitness, or someone that's really been super active? Would that be the right person that would be a fit for starting a franchise? And then is an instructor separate from the franchise? Because I know you've got instructors also. So how does that work?
Great questions. First of all, we have trained thousands and thousands and thousands of instructors now, and a huge majority of them were not fitness professionals. We have created a really comprehensive program for teaching exercise science and movement and pre-postnatal fitness. So what we need is somebody who has a passion for fitness and motherhood. We need somebody who absolutely is just got the energy for it and loves it and wants to reach all the moms and support all the moms. Most franchisees teach and hire instructors. Sometimes we get a franchisee who says, "No, what? I just want to run the business and I'll hire the instructors." So there's lots of different ways it can look.
That's awesome. Okay, now this is a silly question, but for me, I live in Spokane, Washington, and this might help. I'd like to know what the Spokane Mom franchisee says. It's snowy and crummy here half of the year. The other half, it's beautiful, I will tell you. But we have all 4 seasons. So are you going on the stroller walks in the mall? Where are you going? Because that's where I'd want to go.
So, I mean, I started here in San Diego where we can be outdoors year round. And so when we first started testing it, we had to test it in hot places like Texas and Arizona and cold places like New Jersey and Chicago. And so what we found is that we needed indoor venues for parts of the year. And so franchisees are so creative. They are everywhere from indoor soccer arenas to health clubs. And a lot of them are at malls. So yeah, there's a lot of creative venues for sure.
I'd say go to the mall, bring the stroller and the baby, but don't bring your wallet.
Yeah, that's right.
You're only there to exercise. That's incredible. Okay, what is your favorite part of this job? I mean, I know that it's reaching moms, so I get that. But other than that, I mean, you travel, you speak, you are, you have your own podcast called
I'm sorry, The Empowered Mama.
The Empowered Mama. So you do so many things. What's your favorite part? Do you have a favorite thing that you've gotten from all of this?
I mean, my favorite thing is raising healthy moms so they can raise healthy kids. It really is. I believe with every fiber of my being in the power of moms. And I believe that if we want to raise a healthy generation, if a lot of people are not so happy with the way the world is right now, it's going to come from moms. I mean, not to put all the pressure on us. I believe that we should live the way we want our kids to live. And so my favorite part is through our franchisees, through our instructors, through my book, podcast, all those things, that's really what we're doing, is we're just helping women figure out how to prioritize themselves, take care of themselves, and reconnect to a village, because that support is really, really important for all moms.
So important. Healthy moms to have healthy kids. I love that. So tell me, what is your typical day like?
Wow. No typical day. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Certain things are rituals for me. And so my morning routine is a ritual. I wake up at 4:30 every day. I journal, I meditate, I have a gratitude practice. Like, it's about a half-hour practice that is literally my favorite part of the entire day. And it wasn't always half an hour. Like when I was a younger mom, if I had 5 minutes, there was a condensed version of it. I always start my day with a workout, and then I'm very good about blocking my day. I've learned that as a working mom and an entrepreneurial mom. So there's different times of the day are blocked for different things. I was just working on my next book, and that takes like creative space. And so I need to make sure everything else is turned off and there's nothing else planned. So I had a big block of time to work on the book. And now I'm doing this. And then there's going to be meetings. I'm still here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and then the rest of the day is going to be meetings. But I am still always home for my kids when they get home. I not always, but most of the time. I make dinner every night, and I really am at a point now where I'm pretty good at putting the work away and being present for my husband and for my kids when I get home.
Teenagers
That's
are
it.
so
Yeah.
much. They take, they don't want to be around maybe as much with mom and dad as they get older and they're more active with their friends and things. But it's such a bittersweet time because I know for you and me, we're getting ready to send off Jacob and I'm getting ready to send off
Yeah.
Nico to college. So you're trying to fit in, dinner and all the things that you hope they will stick around for at home.
Yeah.
Just trying to squeeze out those last minutes. And then now, how old is Rachel? She's 14.
She's
What grade
14,
is
so
that?
she's just starting high school.
Okay, so ninth grade.
Yep.
Okay. So
So
you're
8th grade going into 9th grade. Yeah.
okay. And
I
it's
think
just
about
such a
it.
different season. So, obviously they're not in strollers. Do they ever, obviously, do they ever go with you to work out? Like my daughter works out with my husband all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we that goes through seasons too.
Yeah.
Like, Rachel's starting to do some cycling classes with me. She's done yoga with me. Jacob and I used to run together. So it goes through different seasons. Now they're both so into their sports that we're a very active family, but admittedly not all of us doing it at the same time. And,
Yeah.
I think that each stage of motherhood is so precious that you just want to hold on to those moments. And so my recommendation to any moms out there is whatever you're in, just truly be in it. Stop worrying about what's going to happen. Stop stressing on what's going to happen, what happened before. Just be in it.
That's awesome. It's funny because I spoke with a woman yesterday and we were talking about things ahead and she said, "Oh, so you like to travel in the future?" And I thought, I guess I do. I start thinking ahead, like, where's he going to be in college and what am I going to do when he's there? And what about my daughter being a senior? And all, you think too far ahead and you can't stop and sit in the present. So I'm going to try to be less of a traveler in the future and more of present right here. So, okay, if you were able to give advice on how to start something of your own, obviously we've talked about a franchise with you, but just separately as a woman, not even so much as a mom, but as a woman to be taken seriously, how to get, did you have to get a bank loan? Did you have to do any of those things that you can kind of speak to women who are out there and they have this little idea in their mind that they might be interested in starting something, but they just need that little push over the edge from someone that's been there? I'd love to have you share what might help them kind of, find that spot, that sweet spot where they feel comfortable to get started.
Yeah, I mean, before we even jump into bank loans and how are you going to, before we jump into how, I would jump into why. And I love for women to look at what their passionate purpose is. And so your passionate purpose is, what is something that you love to do? What is something you're good at? What is something the world needs? And what will the world pay for? And if you kind of,
we need to write that down.
I did not make that up. So please don't credit me for it.
Okay.
I'll say it one more time in case you missed it. Your passionate purpose is what you're good at, what you love, what the world needs, and what people will pay for. And so if you know you want to start something, but you're not sure what, I am a big believer in dreaming and daydreaming and giving your space. We don't have enough space to daydream anymore because we're always looking at all these devices, or the device I'm looking at right now. Your brain needs space to daydream. So I would love for you to just grab a sheet of paper and daydream and write those different ideas down and see what bubbles up for you. For me, I knew my why was to be home with my son. And then my why that came out of that was for the moms, both for my instructors and franchisees and for our clients. Then you figure out the how. And I'm happy to answer any questions on the how. And, I knew nothing about how to start a franchise, like nothing, nobody has the answers. Everybody starts as a beginner. We are so blessed. We live in this world of Google, where you can find answers to anything and you can find the resources and you can find the mentors. I can't think of a single field of study that you can't learn from the best of the best through online courses, through their Facebook page, through podcasts. We live in an incredible time for entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we really do. And especially for being women right now. I love it. And you are the perfect example of a CEO mom. Well, you say CFO, and I like that too, but you're both. You're just a little bit of all of it. So you've got so many franchisees. You've probably heard so many stories from women who are part of your, I'm going to say tribe,
Yeah.
part of your huge village. Is there are there one or two stories that stick out to you of how Fit for Mom has impacted someone in your village?
Yeah, I mean, wow, you're right. There's just like so many that you have to think about. Are we talking about a client story or a franchisee story? I mean, for a client, I'll come up with two. I'll give you a client story and a franchisee story. For a client story, one that really bubbles up for me is this mom that came to class. This is when I was still teaching stroller strides. This was a long time ago. And she was incredibly overweight. She was morbidly obese. And the way stroller strides is set up is that you walk, not even run. I mean, you can run, but you walk and then you go to what we call a body toning station. Like you'll do push-ups at a table or tricep dips at a bench. And you keep doing that. Walk and station, right? And she was so overweight that we were already done with the station before she even got to the station. And my heart was just aching, thinking she's never going to come back. And yet she needs it so much. And she came back and she kept coming back. And I am not exaggerating when I tell you 6 months later, she and I ran a 5K together.
Oh.
And I know her now, and the program changed her life. And the thing that I don't like about the fitness industry is that it's for fit people. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we need more things that are inclusive to everybody. And so one of our highest values at Fit4Mom is inclusivity. It doesn't mean you have to be out of shape. We have every level of fitness and everybody is welcome, and we will make sure that you are taken care of. So that's one of my favorite client stories. And franchisee story is just one that I mean, there's something that I'm super proud of, but I had a franchisee who had triple degrees and she had an MBA, and she goes, Lisa, I learned more in 1 year of running this business, about business than I did for my MBA program. And because of this business, I am now paying my mortgage and I'm able to stay at home with my kids. And that's just the best thing in the world, just to hear that. It's amazing.
That's all, you get all the good feels from those stories.
I'm very lucky. I get so many good feels from my business that it keeps you going. You need a business, like whatever it is, it's got it, because there's going to be hard days. There are so many hard days, and there's so many days of obstacles and challenges that you want to throw in the towel. But if you create a business that's going to give you the feels, then it's going to keep fueling you. And it's been fueling me for 18 years, and I am as fired up about it now as I was when I started it.
And that's so evident. And I think that's probably why you're so successful. Your passion exudes from you and your why. And I'm just so happy that you're able to sit down and share all of that with me. So friends on here, if you're interested in following Lisa, it's LISADRUXMAN, Lisa Druxman, and Fit4Mom. And you'll see on Instagram, there's the general Fit4Mom, and then there's a lot of other ones for all of the different cities.
Yeah, it's actually hard the general Fit4Mom's almost hard to find because we have so many. So it's fit_4_mom if you want to follow the general corporate Fit4Mom, but the rest are our thousands of Fit4Mom franchisees that you can follow.
Well, and then the website is so informative, and to go on there just makes you want to, I mean, I just can't, I remember being, a new mom and being so tired and so sad because, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, they hand you a baby and no guidebook, right?
I know.
And you're just supposed to move along. And so you're offering something so important for women. And I love sharing your information to people that I know. And I just really appreciate everything that you do for so many people. You were right. You're so lucky that your bucket is filled like every day from all of these stories. I love it. So I just thank you so much. And, I appreciate you. We had a hard time catching up because we're both so busy, but I'm just so happy that we got to sit down and do that. And thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing all the positivity and the love on your own site.
Yeah.